That so small voice, God's quiet whisper, is often there to tell you when declining an offer or invitation is in your best interest. Often we accept or get committed into situations that are not consistent with our why, with our hopes and dreams. That's when we pull out this tool, how to say no with grace and strength. We cannot say yes to everything. Your time needs to correlate with your beliefs, with your goals and aspirations. If you say yes to everything, you cannot fulfill what you're called to be here to fulfill. All that you want for you, for your family, for your career. So your no is your ability to say yes to what you really want. So this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to say no with strength and grace. So the first step, when someone asks you to do something and you're preparing yourself to decline, the first step is to restate their request. Everyone wants to know that they've been heard. They want an acknowledgement that you heard what their request is and that they are asking you to be a part of it. They esteem you for this role and they'd like a validation that you heard them. So here's some great examples of restating the request. I understand you think my yard would be a great location for the church picnic. I understand you think I'd be a great host for Susie's party. Or I understand you would like me to be the leader on that park project. The second step, if it's appropriate, is to express gratitude. I say if it's appropriate because once in a while we're asked to do things that maybe we should never be asked to do. And in times like that, it might be inappropriate to express gratitude when someone doesn't have our best interest at heart. But most times it is appropriate to express gratitude. So grace comes about by acknowledging their efforts and their desire to request you for something. Thank you for thinking of me, or I appreciate that you value my work. And next, with practice, give your no with strength. There's no extended explanation unless you think it's really appropriate and unless you think it won't be argued. So this isn't a debate that you're having. You're not expressing your no so that it can then become a rebuttal. So you want to make sure that it's stated very clearly. Regrettably, I cannot do that. I cannot lead that meeting. I'm afraid I cannot fit that in. It's expressed very clearly, very succinctly, without an extended explanation. And finally, close with more grace. Again, only if it's appropriate, only if you're being asked to do something that is somewhat within reason. If you have recommendations for how they could get help otherwise, feel free to offer it. Your dedication to this cause is so honorable. Thank you for thinking of me. Perhaps Lee or James would be great for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to think of a time when you said yes and you really heard that small voice within telling you that this should have been a no. And you're going to work through these steps and practice it so that next time it comes along, you're better able to pull out that no. Sometimes we have a little time to prepare for this. And ideally, when you do, you can practice this at a time when you're ready for it, when you've gone through these steps first. So go ahead and work through this handout for a time when you should have said no. And that way you're going to be better able to say the no at a time when it's unexpected. You'll have this tool in your back pocket to pull it out. So remember, learning how to say no allows you to say yes to what you actually want to be and become, what you actually want for you and for your family and for your career. Saying no allows you to be able to say yes to the important things.